Hey teachers, I'm going to show you how you can use GradeTransfer to grab your students' grades from DeltaMath so you can transfer them to your next gradebook. We're going to start by looking in the assignment grade summary view, or you might call this your grade table. In this view, you can grab your students' average grades. So that would be this first column here, closest to your student names. Just go to GradeTransfer, click Grab Data, and then a pop-up summary will show you the information that's been grabbed. You can see your students' names and their scores. You can also view this information by looking into the briefcase. This is the information that you can fill into your next gradebook. So this is the view for grabbing those average grades specifically. Now let's say we want to grab the grade for a particular assignment. To do that, open up that assignment. In the assignment view, GradeTransfer will grab the grade column that is closest to the left, closest to your student names. This first column also needs to have a percent sign on it so that the grades can be grabbed. If this is not the first column that you want to be grabbed, you can use the visible columns section to check and uncheck columns that will be visible to you. So if instead I want this column grabbed, then this is the setup I should use with my visible columns. Go to GradeTransfer, click Grab Data, and that information will be retrieved. You will notice in this example that DeltaMath has put these two horizontal dashes for my students who have not taken the test yet. If you want these types of grades, these dashes, to be grabbed as something else, you can use the score converter feature under the advanced settings of GradeTransfer to do that. So let's take a look. Open up the extension, click on the hamburger button, and go to advanced settings. Navigate to the score converter tab and scroll down. We can set a singular score conversion rule for two dashes to be whatever you want it to be. If you want that to be an M, you can make that rule. If you want those to be grabbed as a 0, you can set that rule up too. When you have your rule set, click Add, and it will be saved down in the score conversion table. And when you want this rule applied, make sure that you turn the score converter on. Let's go back, clear out my briefcase, and try grabbing again now that the score converter is on. Notice that you get a little notification telling you the score converter is on, and you can see that my student scores who would have otherwise been grabbed as those dashes are instead grabbed as the letter M like I wanted. Let's look at one more example together in the assignment view. This assignment is a skills check, and it was a timed assignment, so this column represents the amount of seconds it took for the students to complete the task. Notice that because these are seconds, they don't have a percent at the end. Let's see what happens when GradeTransfer goes to grab this column. We get an error, nothing to grab here. As I mentioned, GradeTransfer will grab from columns with a percent in DeltaMath. So let's adjust our visible columns so we get that grade of a percent here. Now when we go to grab, the scores are retrieved. And that's all you need to know. You can take this information and fill it into your next gradebook. That's all for now. Happy transferring.